Hello everybody, this is the Daydreamer, Daydreams and Nightmares, and this is my latest installment of Welcome to My Collection Wednesdays. This is going to be my last showing of books from the Malibu Comics company, from their Ultraverse line. I've shown everything that I have except for what I am about to show. These last three titles are Sludge, Rune, and the Nightman. Now, the ones you're looking at currently is Sludge. This was created by Steve Gerber, Gary Martin, and Aaron Lopresti in '93. It's about a corrupt cop named Frank Hogue who decides to actually grow a backbone and face the mob and tell them that he isn't going to kill a fellow cop. And he winds up dying because of it. He's basically shot up by the mob, and an explosion happens in which he is covered in chemicals, and then the mobsters grab his body and throw him into a pit of sewage to get rid of his body, and the chemicals react with that sewage and heal his body, bring him back to life, and turn him into a huge living mass of slime. Now he has superhuman strength, healing factors, and his touch melts human flesh. Now Sludge was a 12-issue run, and for me, this personally, these are some of the books that I do like. They're a little different than most. This reminds me a lot, Sludge reminds me a lot of the Swamp Thing, in a lot of the storylines and the way that they approach the characters dealing with their humanity after having been changed into something less human, but still trying to interact with the humans. Yeah. Anyway, Sludge, like I said, reminds me a lot of this one thing. What I have is, I believe, I think 5 issues here. I do have an extra copy of Sludge 2, which is in the background, but we have Sludge number 1. Sludge number 2. Like I said, I got an extra copy in the background there. Sludge number 3. Oh yeah, and he doesn't need to breathe underwater, and actually being underwater helps him heal even faster. This is once again the breakthrough issue where they have the crossovers from the other characters in the Ultraverse. Sludge number 4 and Sludge number 5. Next one is going to be the Nightman. Now this has a very distinctive difference with all the different Malibu storylines in that this is one of the very few that actually has gone on to be created into a TV show. There was actually a Nightman TV show that ran for 2 seasons. There's 44 episodes of it that ran from 1997 to 1999 based on this character. This is Johnny Domino. He's a jazz musician in San Francisco who was also part of that group of people that were struck by the spark that turned them into ultras. His ability is fairly common. It's not really like superhero-esque. He telepathically senses evil. Is able to, read the mind, or sense evil, and he also has night vision, and he, because of his telepathy or telepathic ability, he also doesn't sleep. So he spends his nights out chasing after evil and protecting people. He reminds me a lot of a different version of Batman, in the sense that he is a martial artist. He's trained as a martial artist even before this happened, so he has that ability to begin with, and I think his father works for a billionaire who makes all kinds of gadgets and toys. So he has body armor that he wears, and he has a mask that he has that he uses for infrared vision and things like that. So he's got his toys that he uses to fight evil as well, without truly actually being a superhero. He doesn't have, you know, all the superpowers and super strengths. Like I said, he doesn't sleep. He can hear evil, and he has night vision, which is what he got out of the deal. But he's using those to fight crime and evil in his city. I believe it's San Francisco. Yeah, so you can see the TriStar building back there. Anyway, we have, let's see, I have a couple extra of 1 and 2 in the background as well, so I have 2 copies of Nightman number 1. This is Nightman number 2. Nightman number 3. This is the Breakthrough edition as well, as part of the crossover. And I don't think I mentioned, Nightman was a 23-issue run from 93 and 94. And I think I only have 10 of them, so I'm just shy of half. Number 4, and I think I'm missing one in between as well that may have gotten damaged at one point. Nightman number 5. Yep, 6 is the one I'm missing. Nightman number 7. Nightman number 8. I do really like that cover. Nightman number 9. And Nightman number 10. And the last title that I have to show today is Rune, and that one I only have a couple copies of. This was a later release, and right around the time where I stopped collecting, so I only actually picked up a couple of these. This is a title created by Barry Windsor Smith. It is actually, this is a non-human character. You can see these things hanging off his neck, these jewels that are around his neck and his hand there. Those are star stones. They're magical artifacts that he uses to well, it's essentially to absorb the life force of his victims and use them to perform magic. The downside to that is he's cursed himself in this body here, a vampire-like blood-sucking body that he's in, as part of the storyline as well. Once again, the story. Oh, and then also it was Chris Ulm was involved in the creation of this as well. There are 9 issues in this run, and 0 origin story as well. So 10 comic books involved in this particular run of comic books. Like I said, of the 9, I only have 2. I have number 1 and number 2. But also, if you see this in the background here, this is number 1. I do have a signature series version of this comic book as well. This is 720 of 10,000, signed by Barry Windsor Smith, and comes with a certificate of authenticity from Dynamic Forces Inc. Room number 1, signed by Barry Windsor Smith. It's a nice little addition to that as well. But that is it. Once again, Rune, Nightman and Sludge are the end of my run of Malibu Comics. I'll be going into a different publisher for the next run. Hope you guys enjoy this. If you do, please hit like, subscribe if you want to watch more, and feel free to leave any feedback or comments down below. And thank you for watching.